everyone, today we are going to do distillation setup experiment using alternative materials, or should I say we are going to make a DIY distillation process. Since we do not have an apparatus, we are going to use alternative materials which can only be found at home. So for this video, we are going to use rice cooker as our steamer, this container as a beaker, this hose where the water will flow or where the vapor will flow down to the beaker, and plastic bottles. This will serve as our flask, and this. And for our solution, we are going to use water and acetone. In this experiment, we will be using water and acetone as our solution. We will mix these two liquids and then will be separated using the distillation process. So let's do this. So here is the acetone and the water. And then pour an acetone. And finally, now we will let it boil and leave it for at least 30 minutes. So for the meantime, I will give you a short explanation about this distillation process and how this happened. This process begins on heating the liquid inside this container until the boiling point. As it continues to boil, the acetone inside this container will evaporate and will form into a vapor through into this tube or pipe at a lower temperature, down to the beaker or the container. As we can see, the water is starting to boil. We can see bubbles. After how many minutes, we can observe vapors in the container, as you can see, and also in the tube or the pipe. And after more minutes, this vapor will start to condense and will pour out into the container. Now the vapor is starting to pour out, filling the container. After the process, the two components is now completely separated. The acetone fills the container and the water was left inside the bottle. So here with me is the two separated liquid, the acetone and the water. Now, how does it happen? The boiling point of the water is 100 degrees Celsius, while the boiling point of the acetone is 56 degrees Celsius. And because of the two different boiling points, the two components, when mixed, then separates. Distillation process involves the conversion of a liquid into vapor that is subsequently condensed back to liquid form. It is exemplified as it's simple when steam from a kettle becomes deposited as drops of distilled water on a cold surface. Distillation is used to separate liquids from non-volatile solids, as in separation of alcoholic liquors from fermented materials, or in the separation of two or more liquids having different boiling points, as in separation of gasoline, kerosene, and lubricating oil from crude oil. In the video is a kind of simple distillation, which is a procedure by which two liquids with different boiling points can be separated, just like the acetone and water. Simple distillation can be used effectively to separate liquids that have at least 50 degrees difference in their boiling points. As the liquid being distilled is heated, the vapors that form will be richest in the components of the mixture that boils at the lowest temperature. In the mixture of acetone and water, the acetone is a highly miscible liquid and dissolves readily in water, but the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of acetone is 56 degrees Celsius. That is a difference of 44 degrees Celsius. So the separation method is chosen, in which the difference in their boiling point is considered having a difference more than 25 K. That is the distillation process. And that was all. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something about this activity until our next experiment. Thank you so much. Keep safe, everyone.